150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Tennessee Volunteers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Vols will get this season underway as toe meets leather.
Bro, rain for his first game is whack, bro.
Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Michigan's offense will go on the attack first. Jesse, in this age of transfers, quarterbacks are the hottest commodities. We've seen this guy, but now different uniform, different surroundings. It's his job to get everybody going in the same direction.
Well, he just has to take command of this offense early. Listen, we've seen in recent years transfer quarterbacks have success right away. Think about Will Howard winning a national championship at Ohio State, Dylan Gabriel over at Oregon, Cam Ward at Miami. This guy has a really good grasp of the offense, picked it up in the offseason. I know they're really excited to see what he can do.
Turning it on! Just keeps moving! He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Now on the counter. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Touch pass on the run. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. The Wolverines will have it first and 10. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's chat about Michigan. We mentioned the number of players they lost, but you can only focus on the guys who are wearing your uniform. Can't worry about those who left. Have to worry about those who have. But any concerns you guys have about making moves like this?
I think excitement more than concerns. Honestly, they got some key guys that had success in other programs. And I think the fans today, David, are interested to see how these guys played it.
Well, and how they come together. Because you've seen these players in other spots, but now a new system, new coaches. How do you gel? How do you start your career off?
And the Wolverines. This afternoon. A low line drive and not his best work. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Volunteers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And here it comes for the first time as a starter, this talented freshman. And Jesse, it seems like quarterbacks mature quicker and quicker these days, and they're ready to grab the reins.
Yeah, you're seeing it more and more. There's more high school quarterbacks now ready to take the next step and compete and perform in college football. But listen, I started as a true freshman back at Florida. I guarantee you he has so much nervous energy going right now because he has never played in an environment like this. And he has never played against competition like this either, David.
No, it's crazy. And that was 1920. So imagine now with all the technology and how much he's feeling the nerves. Obviously, all the eyeballs in the stadium is on him. And everybody knows what he's capable of. But he's going to be the first guy to touch the football. It's going to revolve around him. And that's a lot to ask of a freshman.
He lets it fly. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. Looking downfield on first down. Under fire. He's moving out of the pocket. There he goes. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Wolverines line it up with a 1st and goal. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And after the really good gain on first down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Using the quick game. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Big Orange churning out those first downs on the ground, sort of like Arian Foster used to do.
Yeah, you couldn't write the script any better. Just pound the ball, establish the run game, opens up the play action, exactly how you want to run your offense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Rush is on him. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
And the Volunteers are on the move. Motion from the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Paul. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And the Vols started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Got his man. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Really nice job there with the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down.
Touchdown, Tennessee! And they strike first. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This drive will open from the 15. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Caught in the backfield, it's Humes. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short game there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards and Neyland on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes knocked down back at the 13. And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way from around the 50. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dances away to buy time. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Volunteers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. Going deep. Makes the catch. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Wolverines send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. He's got it. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So here is the Tennessee offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy
got it! Almost almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown ball. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And the point after is good. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They'll run play action. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun to give to the back. Breaks into the open. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They're just making things harder now. It's 1st and 20. They'll give it to the back. Quick spin on the run. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw for it. Here comes the heat. Fires to the tight end. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Bring in the heat. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Offense in a bunch formation. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying play action. Grab near the sticks. It's Humphries. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Here's the handoff. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athlete.
Turning it on. Got enough space. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
Why would they want to stop it? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, Dave.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can...
He lost it high and deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds a man on the right. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play.
Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And we've already seen this movie early in this football game, and he already has a touchdown, and they're seeking him again. And there's a reason. He can run, right? Like, he's one of their go-to guys on the outside, and you can tell they're trying to use him early and often in this offense.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Quickly complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. Complete downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in it.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's got it.
insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He's got an open man. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. To the air on first down. There he goes. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the... And they get to the quarterback and knock it down back at the 16. And the Wolverines want to move quickly. Looking downfield, and time is running short. Makes the grab. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. That one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. On 4th down, they'll try to get something out of this drive before the end of the half. Never a doubt. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas amidst the smoggy smoke there in Rocky Top.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Buys a little time. On the move to the right, looking for a big one. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because...
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make the play.
Going for the big play. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the run, it's Hughes. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. He got it. That pulls them to within 15. The score.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So here is the Tennessee offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it.
There's it. Oh, the ball's out after that big play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking to throw on first down. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back gets to give. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down the 1, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And on fourth down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he curls that thing just inside the left upright. They're hanging around here. Leads down to 12. From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They coughed it up on that last drive, but the defense really bailed them out, holding him to a field goal, Jesse.
Yeah, and I think the offense kind of...
Oh, he's got some strength. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Volunteers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Vols are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Looking down the middle. He's got it. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. The Volunteers are moving quickly down the field. Makes the catch. deny the defense just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never go broke.
And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got it! First down and goal! Touchdown, Volunteer! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is good. The lead is 19.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. It's a draw. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. But they've got the opponent going backwards.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. And the returner is stopped. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. They've got a 1st and 10 as we're inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. And off from the shotgun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it...
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds a man on the left. There he goes! It's touchdown, Michigan! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch you. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fired in there, but incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. If the intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
The balls are moving quickly down the field. Hauls it in. All out of space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown ball.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. A quick pass to the left.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to fire. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown Wolverines. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia has put on a majestic performance today, jumping out to an early lead and building on it from there, and now we have ourselves a blowout.
He's got it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. He wants to throw it. Fires to the right. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually see big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. It's complete on the right side. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Gonna look downfield again. The short hands, it's Vaughn. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, they're after him. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. Taking it the other way. Down to the 36-yard line and some nifty moves to try to make a big play on the interception. So here comes the Michigan offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. On target over the middle. Breaks into the open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Wolverines in the hurry-up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Unloads to the right. He's got it on the run. Perfectly thrown ball. Nice catch. Good tackle, but it's first and goal from the 5. Snap in the shotgun. There's the pressure. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. On third and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Touchdown, Michigan! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Well, the good news is you scored a touchdown. You've made this a one-possession game. The bad news is you got to get the ball back. So if you're the head coach, you got to start thinking, how are we going to do that? Are we going onside kick, or do we trust our defense to give it back to the O?
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. One-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He'll take another shot here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Makes the catch down the right side. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
With the run on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get...
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Throws for the tight end. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the...
Deep shot for the end zone. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
Well, they get the touchdown when they needed it most. That score now makes it a 2-possession game, and guys, with just seconds to go on the game clock, this thing is all but over.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
Neyland Stadium alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the deep shot. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late.
No gain on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. He's out of bounds at the... Six-yard line. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He'll take a shot. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, and more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown,
got the touchdown, guys, but I don't know if they're going to be able to even get a playoff after this onside kick attempt. If they recover it, they're going to have to do it super quick to give themselves a chance for the Hail Mary into the end zone to win.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. 15 seconds to play, and if they have a last gasp, they have to recover this onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
To the ground with the back. And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop. Not sure why they want to throw again. Fires one high and deep. And this will be incomplete as the game comes to a close. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.